All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. So a lot going on with that hurricane. Well, it died. They said it went from a hurricane to a tropical storm or something like that. And we'll talk about it.
The levels are lower, right?
Yeah, they lowered the level.
But they were saying more water flooding, though, in the other states.
More than wind and all of that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. Well,
because I'm thinking when it blows the wind, I mean the water is the water. I thought would be to the closest place it gets. Is the water blowing in the air?
It must be blowing in the air.
That's weird.
Like Sharknado. Remember You didn't watch Sharknado, did you?
All of them.
Sharknado, where it was a hurricane. It brought the sharks out.
They were flying through windows and getting the airplanes coming up. Just
those sharks was bad.
It was a dumb movie.
But it's a cult movie.
It was different series of it.
Yeah, Sharknado. Stupid. Just like I said, Cocaine Bear was. You were saying Cocaine Bear was stupid. Yeah. And I said that's going to be like Sharknado. It's going to be one of those cult classics.
Okay.
Well, you know I love Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. So I
think we all forgot about his kids. We don't hear about. I don't hear nothing about them in the news. They're not doing anything. They're not pursuing any careers.
I follow them because I like Michael Jackson.
Well, they're not mainstream.
No, they try to stay out.
Mama would go.
Yeah, they stay out of the limelight.
Oh, okay.
But I follow them, so I know what's going on with the Jackson kids or whatever.
Okay.
And I tell everybody Michael Jackson. If you know anything about me, you know that I was a Michael Jackson fan. Mm-hmm. I try to leave out words like huge and stuff because I'm huge. I don't want people to be like
they may say huge. What are you talking about? He's huge.
No, huge like my size.
That's what I'm saying. They will hear you say that.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan,
and they'll probably
right. I'm a big fan of It's like why can't we use words?
Not the big words like that
or any words because like you said today in the car, it was a bull loose. You saw you was listening on the radio.
Any kind of big animal.
Anything.
You
was listening on the radio and you said, "Oh my God, there's a bull loose."
Man, you didn't hear that in the news? A bull got loose.
Yes.
In Barrington somewhere.
And you said, "Oh my God, there's a bull loose." And
they say he had a tag or something on him where they knew he came from one of the farms.
And I said, he right here.
And then we crack on each other too. Now, how crazy is that? Whoever can get to the joke fastest, she don't like when we take stem off of her joke.
Right.
No, don't try to. What did you say? Don't use my joke. There's a word you say when we try to use your joke.
Don't use my joke.
No, it's something else you say. So
I don't know. Whatever.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so Paris. Well, I love Michael Jackson. I was saying that. And yesterday was his birthday.
Oh, August. That's right. Mm-hmm. August last week.
And
last week of August.
People were saying that
65.
Yeah, people were saying I don't understand why his kids are not posting anything about him or
happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah, like how people heavenly birthday and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. And Paris got a lot of backlash because people was like, "Why you not posting your dad?
You saying happy birthday? Why you can't?"
I didn't post happy birthday to Michael Jackson, and I'm a Michael Jackson fan.
You're a fan that don't do that though.
I did. I was doing it the first few years, but after a while, birthday? You know how the first few years you go happy heavenly birthday or something, whatever.
Oh wow!
Or this is Michael Jackson's birthday, or after a while
you just like a little tribute to him.
Yeah. Okay. So it says Paris Jackson addresses fans who found issue with her not posting about her father's 65th birthday. So why don't you say hi to everybody? Why?
Does she post on anything else?
You can see their names.
Hey, ladies and mama.
Who is
Emerald
it?
saying hey.
Oh, okay.
Emerald and Catelia.
Uh-huh.
Catelia.
I think.
Hello, ladies.
Okay, that was a stale hello, but anyway, normally you would say it more, you read it more
you know what? Here's another thing too, ladies. When someone, when your intent.
Mine wasn't that stale.
No. I don't like when people do that.
All right, go ahead.
When your intent was not to be like that, and they say, "Oh, that was stale. You could have done better."
Right.
And you're thinking, "How was I stale? I was just being me."
No, that was.
But they make it like it's I'm not putting any effort in it. And I was just saying, hey, I was chilling. Hey, ladies, how you doing?
Yeah, that's stale.
I don't like when people
What'd you
do
say,
that.
Mom? You sound like you just woke up. Yeah, you sound like you just woke up.
I always talk like this. And if I overact, then she'll say, you don't have to be so animated. I don't like when people do that.
All right. What are you pointing at? Why are you pointing at them?
I don't like when people do that. You don't like when I point at you, so I don't point at you.
She pointing at them, though. I don't like when people do that.
I don't like when people do that. I'm scolding people who do that.
Right. Well, anyway, then I'll just do the hellos then. If you're going to be sound like you...
I'm sorry. Hello, ladies. What's wrong with you?
Hey, ladies. Hey, mama. Cordelia. Emerald says, hey, ladies. Lenore's like,
hey, ladies. What's up?
All right, whatever.
Oh, I hate when people do that. There wasn't no enthusiasm. It wasn't enthused. It wasn't...
All right. Well, Paris Jackson is addressing Michael Jackson fans, sharing her own tribute to the late king of pop on what would have been, like you said, his 65th birthday. I actually thought he was older than that.
I did too. You made it sound like he was with my age. He's not that much older than me.
I know. I thought he was older than you. Wow. Way older than you. But I keep forgetting
Randy must
the older ones are older than you. I keep forgetting that.
No. Randy must be my age.
Yeah, because Janet is older than me. And she's the baby. So, yeah.
Okay.
I keep forgetting he was little.
So, Randy must be 66. Isn't Randy a year older?
He's older than him.
A year, I thought.
Yeah. Okay. And he was a twin. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me.
He was a twin. Brandon.
Oh. Okay. So that would have been how many kids? Ooh, another son.
I don't know. Well, anyway, so she says Paris Jackson shares a video message addressing the Michael Jackson super fans. So I want you to hear her message to them.
Oh. Is it?
So today is my dad's birthday, and back when he was alive, he used to hate anybody acknowledging his birthday, wishing him a happy birthday, celebrating it, nothing like that. He actually didn't want us to even know when his birthday was because he didn't want us to like throw a party or anything like that. That being said, social media is apparently how people express their love and affection these days, and if you don't wish someone a happy birthday via social media, it apparently means that you don't love them, you don't care about them. There have been times where I don't post anything for my dad's birthday, and people lose their minds. They tell me to kill myself, and they're basically measuring my love for my own father based off.
Now, why would you tell her to kill herself? Because she didn't post happy birthday to her dad.
Because the world is cruel.
You see what I'm saying? How people are stupid.
They're cruel.
On Instagram. So I made you guys a little video, and I hope you enjoy it. That we've had with Bad Flower and Incubus. It's also my dad's birthday.
She was singing on the day of her dad's birthday. She sings. And so she did it at her concert. I guess she's trying to show I acknowledged him at my concert, that it was his birthday.
You heard her sing?
Yeah, she's sorry. She's like a folk singer.
Is she like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's style. Not, it's
is
a
she
different.
Like, what's her name that, the black lady with the natural hair that sings with the guitar? That style, I got a gun on him.
No. You talking about Tracy Chapman?
Tracy Chapman.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's more rock. No, she's more rock.
Oh.
Rock folk like.
Okay.
Tracy Chapman is still soulful. She's not soulful.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no soulful in
Okay.
And he would have been 65 years old today. And he put 50 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and love and passion into doing what he did so that I could stand up here on stage in front of you and scream into a microphone.
15.
So I owe everything to him. And I'd also like to take a second to introduce my other family, which is these guys up here on stage with me. Now, if you are an MJ superfan and you want to do something that he would have loved, which is not celebrate his birthday, my suggestion would be...
Hold on. People don't really forget he's Jehovah's Witness. Remember, they didn't celebrate birthdays. When he was growing up, people forget. I think people forget when he grew up, he didn't celebrate birthdays.
We didn't think about that when he...
No. When people keep saying about her posting about his birthday, she said he wouldn't want you to. He probably never celebrated birthday.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought that she's his daughter now. carry the memory on.
But she's saying he wouldn't have wanted you to. Instead, he would have wanted you to do these things. That's what she's saying. Instead of wishing him a happy birthday, he probably, if he was alive, he probably would want you to do these things. That's what she's saying.
But she did it at her concert. Why should she be concerned with people saying?
Because she did
it at her concert.
They tore her up on social media. That's why.
They had to tear her butthole.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's always ways to get involved with raising awareness for climate change, doing stuff for the environment, animal rights activism. These were things that he loved and he was very, very interested in. And I can't speak for him because, you know, I'm a different person and I don't know, but I'm sure he would have loved that. And so if you want to, you know, pay homage and honor him on his birthday, that would be my suggestion.
So she was nice about it.
What's going on with his hair in that one?
Whose hair?
Michael's.
He was in the concert and his wind was blowing.
Oh, because was it long then? Because it looked like it was just long on top. I thought he had long hair.
All right, we get ready. Are we doing a Diana Ross thing?
Look at his picture. Look at the back of it.
Right.
I would expect the back to be long, to be blowing like that.
It was in a ponytail. And you know he wears his hair like this.
That's why I'm saying I can't tell whether it's in a ponytail by looking at that.
But the front he always had out. And it's the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing. He had a fan on stage.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Look at somebody from the front end.
Right.
Looking at the back.
Yeah.
If there's any hair here, you don't think ponytail.
Right.
Because there's a bush of hair there.
Yeah.
So you would think with his hair long, you would think it would be pushed back a little. And then
so is the story more about his hair or about what people...
I'm just asking you what's going on in that photo.
There's a fan on the stage and his hair is blowing.
I'm asking, by the way, what's going on in that photo? His hair's doing something different.
All right. He's probably doing man in the mirror or something.
Okay.
And the wind is blowing. And
I can tell the wind is blowing, but I'm saying what's going on in the back.
It's probably, he had the Pepsi accident. I just, you know what?
Was this the time he had the accident?
No.
And it burnt up?
You know he had that accident a long time ago.
Then look, all I ask a Michael Jackson fan who's getting all crazy is that picture.
You're not a Michael Jackson. I was like, you're not a Michael Jackson fan.
I'm saying to you.
Exactly.
That's funny. Y'all know what I'm talking. Look at this picture. If he put his hair in a ponytail, we know the front can still be out because it's short. Look at that photo, the photo in her video. It looked like something was going on back there and it wasn't in no ponytail. So why would it be wrong for me to notice that? Go back to that picture. Y'all look. So unless the ponytail is doing something, it just looks strange having a little piece of hair coming down like that. So maybe it's coming out of the ponytail holder.
It's probably in the ponytail. And you know how you take your ponytail and you do it like this?
Yeah.
That's probably what's
That's why all I asked is what's going on in that photo. Okay, go ahead.
I find the fact that Michael Jackson has been reduced to a ponytail.
But the main thing that you were talking about with her, I think moving forward, and it's probably harder to do than to say, a lot of artists, entertainers, athletes, politicians, unless what you have said will cause a concern with something you believe in and
But they was telling her to die and everything.
No, you've offended somebody.
Right.
She should have just ignored them. They crazy.
But she probably gets so much hate mail, and on his birthday, for Paris to say something, like you said, she rarely talks.
Oh.
So for her to say something, it means it was overwhelming.
Wow. Okay.
And the fact, I liked how she did it though. She wasn't mean. She wasn't obnoxious.
Right.
She was nice about it.
And I think she did do it.
And I think she understands that he has crazy fans.
Oh, all of them do.
Yeah. I think she knows
Trump has crazy fans.
Crazy.
They will literally.
You know how many people comment about stuff that we said and said, I don't care what you say. He's the God. We're voting for him. He's the leader of the world. You guys are stupid. You don't understand what's going on. One day you'll wake up. You'll take the blinders off. They love Trump.
And that's fine. There were people, unfortunately, that liked Hitler.
Yeah.
But that's the freedom that we have in this world, in this country. Just don't go and hurt nobody or tear Capitol buildings down.
Yeah. All right. Emerald says, there is no reason for his family to celebrate his birthday or his life publicly. I agree. Mm-hmm. We could do that private. Why do I have to do that in front of everybody? Emerald says he gave a lot to his fans. He gave his everything. Too much, if you ask me.
Yeah.
His family doesn't owe anyone anything. Cotillia says, facts, Kim. Michael never celebrated his birthday. He mentioned that when he on the Oprah interview with him. He did. He said, I don't celebrate my birthday. So why? That's what I'm saying. If you're a real super fan, you would know that.
She could have said that.
But she was nice. That's what I said.
Those of you who are really big fans, like you say you are, you know that he's Jehovah's Witness and they don't celebrate birthdays.
And Wendy said he did Christmas when he was older. He did for his kids. He celebrated birthdays and Christmas and things like that.
That's what mean fans would say.
For his kids, Wendy. It wasn't for him.
They'll say, the daughter can still do it. Is she a Jehovah's Witness?
Right.
Are you a Jehovah's Witness? And you can still celebrate your daddy's birthday.
Right. And he talked about that.
Yeah.
Even Janet don't. If you notice, Janet doesn't do it either. That's something that's instilled instilled in them. Because that's how they was raised. Wendy says he did hey girls, hey girlies. Cotillia says Michael always had a fan blowing on stage, so his hair is just moving with the fan. Thank you, Cotillia.
Look at that photo again. There's a piece of hair that's down that makes you think if it's in a ponytail, it's doing something. It's sticking up.
So what?
That's all I'm asking. I just said what is going on with his hair.
All right, just relax.
The when I get the front, the back is what I was talking about.
Yeah, all right.
Shoot, I know.
Wendy, quit talking about his hair.
Well, she mentioned that. That's what I'm saying.
Just like Diana Ross. You didn't want to invite Diana. What is it with you and these people?
I don't think I ever said not to. Did I say not to invite her?
You said she did not invite her.
I said she wouldn't come.
No, you changed it after I
my mistake.
All right.
She can be invited. I just don't think she'll come.
What is it with you and Michael Jackson and Diana Ross?
The hairstyle. It's nothing to do with the picnic.
All right.
Dang, he would definitely be invited to the picnic. Okay.
You got something against Gladys Knight? She the one that found them. She the one that discovered the Jacksons.
That's not that big of...
They don't make a big deal about it. They say Diana Ross did. Yeah, they do.
That's another little strike.
Well, no, that's the PR.
I'm just saying. A lot of people are like, really?
All right. Okay. Well, Gladys Knight is the one that discovered the Jacksons.
Okay.
Wendy says, I'm probably the only one, but I thought Michael was sexy. Why would you be the only one, Wendy? We all think that. Especially when he was younger.
The old Michael or the young Michael?
The younger. The Thriller Michael.
Yeah.
The off the wall Michael.
Yeah. There you go.
Even the 70s Michael was sexy.
Yeah.
You're right. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's true.
Emerald says, hey, Wendy girl. Oh, they saying hi to each other. Cotillia said his hair is tied back in a low ponytail. Thank you, Cotillia. Emerald says she never said not to invite. She said she was to Sadiddy to come.
Thank you. I don't remember saying not to invite her.
Yeah, well.
But oh well.
In the beginning, I think she did. We'll go back and look at that.
I doubled down.
You, and then I ran her a new one
because I wouldn't think she not invite her. I just don't think she would come.
Okay,
but go ahead.
And Cotillia says, I believe that pic is from his concert in 1997 in Munich. Yes, it is. Cotillia must be a Michael Jackson fan.
Michael Jackson.
Yes, because that has the gold. He has the gold outfit on. You can see it on the collar, and that's that outfit that comes. I didn't like it. It was it had the like a leotard. It looked like a leotard.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't like that. But that's his outfit from Munich.
Okay.
And Wendy says, "Oh, Wendy likes the older Michael." Okay. Well, I'm not gonna hate because I love Michael.
You like Michael and all this.
I don't. Michael. I posted a meme. Because we post stuff every day on our Instagram and YouTube, even here. I said in our community tab, if y'all go to Emerald, answer everything. Emerald be there all the time. She be answering all the stuff in that room. But I said, name a celebrity that passed away. I can't remember exactly what I said. That you cried like it shook you to the core.
I pulled over. I was driving. I think I was coming to get you.
I heard about it. I was at work.
I was coming to get you.
But what celebrity would you say? I said Michael Jackson.
Right now, that's the only one I can think of where I actually physically did something.
Some people said some good ones. Some people said Chadwick. That took Aaliyah. That one, I remember when we heard Aaliyah, we was like, what?
I'm trying to.
But a celebrity, or not even a celebrity, a person. Mom, what was yours? Martin Luther King? Yeah, Mama said Martin Luther King.
I think too, Kobe Bryant and his daughter.
Kobe was the one that people
cried with that one. Yeah, with his daughter.
It was. I forgot the name of what I worded it, but it was that shook you when you heard it. You was like, oh, Kobe was one too. Kobe was one. You're right.
Okay.
All right. Prince was even one, I think.
Really?
I was surprised because they had just seen him the day before at the Walgreens or something. Remember? Wow. And then the next day, we said Prince was found at his home. You don't remember that?
Wow.
All right, y'all. So that's Michael Jackson.
And her video on it. Okay. I know people are going to get me for laughing because it's not funny. And we've had concerns in our family. So we're used to our loved ones slowing down and mentally not there all the time.
My mother gave me this story before we came on. And I didn't know. I guess he just did. It just happened.
Just recently. Today.
Senator Mitch McConnell appears to freeze again at a Kentucky event.
It's time to sit down. It's time to retire. Sit down.
The Republican leader was silent for more than 30 seconds. That's a long time.
Yeah, she came up to him.
After being asked if he would run for re-election, he froze at the news conference.
The freezing is the answer. Hecky no. You ain't running. The news media should have said, oh, well, we already got our answer. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Did you do my link? Oh, you got another one. Because my link has the video on it.
Oh, it does?
But that's fine.
Oh, I think I got it. You want me to show the video?
Is it on that?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I thought I had it.
Yeah, forget it. You chopping his head off now. Once
it don't matter. He's getting ready to retire. He could have chopped up photos.
Once McConnell re-engaged, he responded briefly to another question about Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, a Republican. His aide needed to repeat the question to him. McConnell was then asked about former President Donald Trump. Another question that had to be repeated to him. McConnell brushed off the question because he does not usually engage in Trump-related topics. He then left. Reporters did not ask McConnell about the episode before he departed. Leader McConnell felt momentarily lightheaded and paused during his press conference today. A McConnell spokesperson said, McConnell feels fine. They always come out and be like, there's nothing wrong.
They got to cover it.
But we'll consult a doctor before his next event as a prudential measure, his aide said.
Nobody be alarmed.
McConnell spoke for about 20 minutes on Wednesday before the question and answer session with reporters. After the event, he made phone calls to fellow Republicans in the Senate leadership. So they got to try to act like he okay. Hey, how you doing? No, I forgot. Hey, how's it going over there? What's going on? We heard that you froze. I didn't freeze. I was thinking about the question.
I just really wanted to make sure I answered correctly.
Senate Minority Whip John Thune spoke to McConnell and said, the leader sound like his usual self and in good spirits, according to a statement. That's what I told you. These people act like we're dumb. Mm-hmm. That even the ones that come back and comment, like I said, with the insurrection, and they was just going to look at the statues. There was nobody hurt. Mm-hmm. Those wasn't criminals that went in there. Do the people act like we stupid? Mm-hmm. And you know what? For the majority of the people, you probably could say that and they'll walk away.
Remember when Trump said when the COVID was using bleach and something else he said?
Oh, yeah. Well, he said, no, it's a flu.
It's the flu.
It's the flu.
And people, I guess we don't think as Americans. That's one of the things that I miss from my, what's her name would say always on The View, Whoopi. Yeah. Whoopi gave the United States too much credit. Let them figure it out. They can research on their own.
Oh, she always does. She always does.
And the ladies at the table were like,
no, honey. No.
You giving us too much credit in this country.
You're doing too much, honey. It says National Republican Senatorial Committee Chairman Steve Daines spoke to McConnell and was glad to hear the leader sounds like himself and is feeling fine. Asked by NBC News about McConnell's apparent freeze Wednesday, you want to hear what President Joe Biden said?
Please tell me.
My mother laughing. What do you think he said? Don't read it. What do you think Joe Biden said?
Well, because he's a Republican, right? But Joe don't really throw shade. He kind of tries to. Was he throwing shade? He's getting old too.
You done?
Yeah.
So you don't think he said anything?
I don't think he threw shade when he did say something.
What do you think he said about it?
You know,
you think he just didn't answer?
Maybe he's tired, or he's just going. Maybe he just needs some more.
Okay.
I don't know.
Asked by NBC News about McConnell's apparent freeze Wednesday, President Joe Biden said he just heard about it and that he tried to get in touch with him later this afternoon. Mitch is a friend, as you know. That's not a joke. I know people don't believe the case, but we have disagreements politically. But he's actually a good friend of mine, Biden said, after making remarks at the White House about Hurricane Idalia and the Maui wildfires. That's why Trump does not like Mitch McConnell. He's friends with Biden.
And Biden's not going to say nothing negative. Yeah.
And that's why he didn't like McCain. McCain was friends with Biden.
But McCain, here's the thing that I don't like about Trump. Trump is so narcissist feeling, and it's got to be me. Even with his family.
You can disagree politically, but still be friends.
But it's like the narcissist, he's like Putin. You don't agree with me, you got to go.
You're an enemy.
You're an enemy.
If you don't agree with me on everything, you are an enemy of mine. You can never be my friend. You can never work for me. You can never be around me.
You gotta like me.
You gotta say everything.
Love me.
And that's what his sons do. They kiss his butt because they want to stay in the wheel. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be. And then he put the names. He put Mar-a-Lago in a company name that's ran by his son. He's putting assets away, and they say that the FBI is watching. Mm-hmm. He's starting to put the money trail. He's putting things away because I think he feels he's going to lose. And so he knows that once he loses, they're going to try to take everything from him.
All his assets.
Because the next attorney general coming after him is the black woman in New York, mm-hmm. who says that your business dealings are wrong. And that's the one that said she was coming after him and his kids.
Because they were noticing this thing, things that were not correctly listed. Like
he would list, let's say you have a house and your house was worth $200,000. He would say it was worth $2 million.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Inflating the amount of the things that he owned and what businesses and the houses and stuff. Yeah. She's the next one that's coming after him.
And try to get people to work for him that can say, oh no, we appraised that house. Right. It is worth $2 million.
So Donald Trump Jr. made it clear that Mar-a-Lago is not in his name. It's in the company's name. And he happens to run the company. So if they come after, they have to come after the company. The company owns that house. He don't even own his own house.
He has to let somebody else own.
But yet people get in our comment section and tell us we stupid because we don't support Trump. You're stupid.
Well, for those reasons. But
I didn't know Mitch McConnell and Biden were friends. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
I didn't know they were good friends.
Mom? I knew he was friends. My mother knew.
Oh, okay. Mama knew.
I didn't know. I knew that they was cordial to each other, but I didn't know they was good friends.
And the thing, even with McCain, that's what we were saying, how it used to be. Even if you had political differences and you didn't agree with one another, you could still go out, have dinner, and just agree to disagree, and move on. Yeah, this Trump takes it personal. Yeah. Like Putin and Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un. And who's the leader in China? We need to know his name. Because I call his name out in my prayer time.
Tisha.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, China and Russia. If they don't agree with him, if they don't like him, if they talk about him, Putin get mad if you go against him, even if a decision is not made right. You got to you guys tiptoe lightly to say,
Xi Jinping, I don't know how
Master
to say
Putin,
Xi Jinping.
You need to go to the west and not the east. Huh? What do you say? You need to go to the west and not to the east. They don't like nobody to go against them.
Yeah.
Yes men. They need yes men around them.
So he froze again.
30 seconds, you said?
30 seconds on a question asking him if he's going to run again.
Mama, you said he eventually said no, right?
No, he's not going to.
No, did he say no?
They said that they think he's not going to.
No, but he didn't answer the question, did he? No, ask me the question. That's your microphone.
What you want me to spray?
I had this can of Lysol that I use as my microphone. And so I handed you the microphone to ask me the question.
I thought you were smelling something and you wanted me to spray. I'm like, okay, I'll spray.
No, I was using it as a microphone. Some people use a hairbrush. I use the Lysol can.
Why can't we just get a mic? I think we got one that goes with the speaker.
That's too high tech. We're not there.
Let's do that. That's really professional.
So now we bringing props on here.
Yes.
Now I need a hat and stuff. I need a cigar when I'm acting like somebody.
Not doing no commercial for them.
So what? I'm doing I got to put a tie on.
Cover it up because it's not a commercial.
All right. Ask me if I'm running again.
Hey, Mitch McConnell, are you going to be running again for the next election?
Oh, wow.
Mitch.
You gotta put your hand on his shoulder.
Mitch, you okay? Are you, Mitch? Did you hear the question? Do I need to repeat it? Mitch. I'm so glad I wasn't there. If I was there, I would laugh. They would have to kick me out. Ma'am, could you leave, please?
Absolutely.
He said no.
I'm in tip-top shape.
Didn't he say no?
No, she's saying no.
Oh, I thought you said he gave that answer already.
No, he didn't give no answer.
Oh, we all can answer this.
Thank you.
Y'all.
They should have answered no. All around in the room. No.
Not even he'll think about it. He's contemplating doing it. Big O-N-O.
And then he gonna get on the phone and call people like everything's okay. Yeah, so
you okay? Feeling good?
He started talking.
No, we can't have that. We can't risk that. He's running for his same office, and if he's doing that while he's writing or he's on the phone, he's in a discussion.
And they just said, I just read they had to read the question to him twice.
No, we can't do that. And the lady in California, she needs to sit down too.
Diane. Let's see. Cotillia says, I love Michael Jackson. Going back to Michael Jackson, I do too. Emerald says Aretha Franklin. Oh, when you found out Aretha Franklin passed. Wendy says Michael and Prince when she found out they passed. Emerald says Mitch needs to allow himself to retire and enjoy the remainder of his life with his family.
Like, what's her name?
And let someone new take his position.
I was surprised when the Speaker of the House.
Wendy called him an old goat. Wendy called him an old goat. He needs to have a C. You must be saying something, Wendy. Emerald says, that sounds like the rich man's version of all my stuff is in my mama's name. Yeah, Trump.
Yeah, put it in family members' name.
And Cotillia says, Kim is at it again with her acting. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, when you was acting like Mitch.
All right.
But yeah, they need to. And one thing I do agree with Vivek Ramaswamy is, yes, we do need new young,
fresh,
fresh.
Just not him. He's
not him.
Yeah,
but yeah, we do need some newer. We needed. Who's the youngest other than him?
That's it.
Everybody else is older, right? He's running for president.
That's it. He's young.
So,
all right. So that's it with them. Mitch.
Okay.
Kanye West
and his new wife. You said they're really not married? Are they legally not?
First of all, I'm a heavy person. Kanye he's a fat boy. He gets fat. His mom wasn't fat. And I don't think his dad
had that surgery. Yeah, she felt she was.
Oh, you're right.
She was a little chunky.
So that might run in his family. Because I remember him taking some the other girl home with him. The crazy one, Julia.
Ooh.
Remember the white girl that was crazy? He took her to see his family. So we got a chance to see his family.
Oh.
And they was regular black people. And he has some thick aunts up in there. Some heavy ladies.
Tyrese has thick people.
Tyrese's whole family is fat. Tyrese has a fat family. His sister's fat. His mom is fat.
Wow.
His cousins are fat.
Okay.
Everybody's fat. Okay. And when you read the comments under his thing, people remind him of that all the time.
Really?
Why you don't date fat girls? Your whole family's fat. He's like, I don't want to date fat girls. But Kanye, he has a lot of thick people.
Well, he's a fat face.
Yeah, he's a fat guy. I think when he lets himself go, he can be 300 pounds.
Wow.
Because he's gaining weight again. He said he had got liposuction when he was with Kim Kardashian.
You're kidding.
Yes. He said, y'all made me get liposuction.
You got
He blamed the fans. No, he said we calling him fat boy and stuff and made him feel bad about himself. And he said we forced him to get liposuction.
Oh my God.
So I guess the way he feel now, he don't care. I'm being who I am.
Letting it all hang out.
Yeah, and he's in Italy, so he's eating probably pastas and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Is
she Italian?
No, I think she's Australian.
Oh.
So this new wife is attracting major attention over her series of virtually naked outfits. And here's why. It's so ironic.
Kanye's new wife.
Fake wife, not real.
Kim said they're not really married.
Ironic after his marriage to Kim Kardashian. He stayed on Kim Kardashian about dressing too sexy.
He had a Jesus coming to Jesus
He
moment.
was saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Mm-hmm. And he felt like Kim was too sexual and too provocative.
Right.
So am I to believe, is he still saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost? Or has he just changed his view on women dressing naked?
I don't know. Because people can say that he came down hard on Kim. Mainly, and didn't really he apparently don't care.
Well, it says since his monumental downfall late last year, Kanye West has maintained a relatively low profile, although that hasn't stopped him and his new wife from making headlines. See, he was skinnier there. Mm-hmm. See, he's fat boy over there. For a bit of context, in January this year, just 2 months after his divorce from Kim Kardashian was finalized, TMZ reported that Kanye had tied the knot with a woman called Bianca Censori. It was a fake tie the knot. And he said they had a spiritual
connection,
ceremony.
Oh, okay.
Both then and now, we still don't know a whole lot about Bianca, other than she's 28. So we already know she half his age, because he's my age.
Is he?
From Australia.
How old is Kim?
Kim is young. No, she's not.
40s?
She might be 40. How old is Kim Kardashian,
How old is
y'all?
Kim, you guys?
She's not young no more. How old is
Their
Kim?
show is coming back. You watching it?
I didn't watch last season.
You didn't?
Should I watch it?
Yeah, watch it and see what's going on.
It's going to be about Khloe having that baby. Yeah. 42.
Okay.
Kim Kardashian is 42.
Got it.
She's not young. That's what I'm saying. She's 28, Australia, and has apparently worked for Yeezy as an architectural designer since 2020, which is presumably how she and Kanye met. Oh. So she works in the clothing industry, I guess, with him. The two apparently wed in an intimate ceremony at the start of the year. However, being that the marriage was never legally registered, there are still a number of question marks surrounding the union. They're not married legally.
Dude,
and he's smart.
Right.
No, he's smart, because if he leave her, she can't take nothing from him. Oh. They not married. Legalities aside, Kanye and Bianca still appear to honor their commitment to one another by wearing wedding rings. Hence, she is referred to as his wife. Okay?
But legally, she's not.
So in the months they've been together, Kanye and Bianca have been spotted out about on numerous occasions. And just like those that came before her, it seems that Bianca has undergone somewhat of a fashion transformation. She didn't used to dress like this. Oh. Every woman he gets with, he changes the way she dresses. He makes them dress the way he wants them to. That's a narcissist. He's such a narcissist.
Yeah.
Similarly, Kim Kardashian and Julia Fox. That was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Bianca's day-to-day style has taken a turn since she and Kanye tied the knot, ranging from neutral tone leggings and skin-bearing bikini tops, like what she got on in there, where you can see her breasts, her nipples, and everything. And you can see her pants are see-through clear, too. So you can see her butt.
She didn't dress like that
She
before?
don't wear underwear.
Or she was dressing like that, and he's trying to change her.
She wasn't dressing like that before.
Wow.
On more than one occasion in the past months, while the couple have been vacationing in Italy, Bianca has been sporting some pretty sheer garments, which critics say make her look virtually naked. See?
Oh,
it's like she walking around naked. Now, one of the people, believe it or not, this is the part that I think everybody's, and he's been wearing no shoes. He's barefoot. Such an idiot. The thing that's making people question is that the people of Italy are complaining. Now, back in the day, remember Europe used to be very into dressing nude and very open. And they said they're becoming more conservative.
Oh, because I know we would always hear about the historically, the British and the French. French was a little bit more freer.
You think because this is Italy?
I think with Italy, it was a mixture.
Maybe the Catholic,
like the old school.
Maybe it's Catholic and the Catholicism, and because they said the people in Italy are outraged about how she walking around the streets half naked.
Because you think of Pope, you think of Rome, you think of
that's
conservative. If it's a little cleavage, that's it, but not in nude pants.
And this is what I'm saying. This brought up a whole topic, and I think this goes with everybody. You have to dress the way the people dress in the country that you're going to. And Americans, even though she's Australian, have a tendency to almost do this when we go to countries.
Diane Sawyer talked about that when she goes to Middle East. She said you can't do that there.
Yeah.
They will take you out. Even if you are a famous person, you have to wear a head covering.
But why do you want to get
Muslim countries?
Why do you want people?
This country's not Muslim, so they probably got a little freedom.
But why would you want people to always be talking about how you walking around naked?
Because they feel like they famous, so it don't matter what people think.
That's not right.
I know. You think?
And I'm thinking
in Rome, do as the Romans, like they say.
Oh, that's funny. In Rome, it's Italy. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. She's in Italy.
Do as they do. They don't dress naked on the street. Now, even if you are Kanye's woman.
Yeah, and he's
like
on
you disrespecting that country.
Even look at this outfit. She's half naked, and he got on a leather jacket. Is it cold or hot? I don't know what's going on.
And the disrespect, the fact that you just let her be all.
Is it cold there? Or is she just want to be naked?
He was wearing heavy clothing in the middle of some, like when he had that mask on and he had the whole body thing. And I was like, is it hot there? Why is he wearing all of that? He's kind of out there anyway, so we really don't know.
We always have to push aside because Kanye is from Chicago.
Yeah.
We always have a special place in our heart for Kanye.
Yeah. Special place.
But she's not invited to the barbecue.
She's coming with him. You know that.
And Candace. He bringing Candace.
Candace probably won't.
Candace Owens put a whole show about leave Kanye alone.
But yes, she talk about other people.
But she talk about other people
that have similarities.
But she won't talk about his naked wife.
No.
But she'll talk about Kim Kardashian being naked.
Exactly.
She
is such a hypocrite.
Oh, I can't stand her.
She definitely can't come to the.
No, you said he bringing her.
No. He'll come. They'll stop Candace at the door.
You know what?
With this girl, yeah, she'll come because that's his lady.
I disagree.
You don't think they'll let Kanye in?
No. There are people who are allowed to come to the barbecue,
but they have to stay in a certain area.
Well, we said O.J. Simpson is one of those. Right. You got to stay outside.
Somebody said stay in the car.
He has to stay in the car.
Oh my God! Bring me a rib.
There are people we invite to the barbecue just so we can talk about them. They're the focal point of everybody.
Well, him and his girl, but not Candace.
No, Candace.
No.
We bring her.
She was upset just being there.
But we would talk about her.
No.
All right.
They would be mean to her to tell her to go home. And they'll cuss her out. I know you ain't bringing your blankety blank here. And she'll be like, yes, I'm coming in with Kanye. No, you ain't. Kanye, come on in.
Then she'll get beat up by the cousins. She'll get beat up.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Because I honestly don't think they would. She talks a lot of mess.
Oh, I don't want her at my barbecue. But I'm just saying some black people more lenient.
Grandma, you think? Or auntie?
They more lenient.
Let her in and have a plate, baby.
And she got to stick next to them. Because if she goes anywhere outside the vicinity of them, she going to get beat up by the cousins. Mm-hmm. They going to beat her up.
Yeah, somewhere behind her.
And then Kanye's wife, I don't even know what they would say to her. Coming with that outfit on.
I don't know. The dudes may let her
the brothers would be like, yeah.
Come on in.
But what would everybody else be saying?
Girl, yeah. We talking about her. We be talking about
They call her Snowflake and everything.
She'll be all up under Kanye's arm being safe.
Yeah. And she's from Australia, so she got an accent, I'm sure. All right. And she's 28, so she probably stupid.
Oh, stop.
Young and dumb.
Yeah.
Let me see. Cotillia says, he's proof you need term limits for Mitch McConnell.
Okay.
And then Emerald says, she dresses tacky to me, Kanye's wife.
Yeah. If it was sexy and nice... But that's tacky, even what she got on now.
Yeah. And Wendy says, OJ can sit in the corner with me. Laugh out loud. Oh, Wendy like OJ. You better watch your neck.
The OJ.
You better watch your hands.
Okay. So you sit in the corner with her. All right now.
You better watch where his hands are.
But he will be invited.
Don't make him mad. My mother laughed.
Dating him.
Not even at the barbecue. There's too many knives and stuff around for him to get mad.
You know what? That Negro would not act up at a barbecue.
I think OJ
maybe
would.
At another barbecue, but not our barbecue.
Okay. All right.
Well, when you told me this story, when you sent this link, I said, no. Was he drunk?
There's a high school coach arrested after punching a player.
Was he high?
No.
You don't touch a kid like that.
An Atlanta area high school football coach was arrested after punching one of his players in the stomach on the sideline during a game. And the entire ordeal was captured on video. Now, you did the video, right? Let's see.
We'll call it 7 on the play, and that was the end of the first quarter as he gets it across the 50 down to the 49.
Even game tacklings like that. Nice little easy completion, but 3 guys was on him before he ever got going.
We're off and running at Eddie Henderson Stadium. Great start to this one. Mays leading Douglas County 12-0 after 1.
What could he possibly have been saying, yelling at that boy, where he had to punch him in the stomach? I get the hollering and the yelling and the cussing because they do that, but I didn't think they punch him like that.
This disgusting act occurred during the first quarter of the Mays High School versus Douglas County High School football game at Henderson Stadium in Georgia on Saturday afternoon. The Peachtree TV broadcast captured the assistant coach in his player's face, number 24, before decking the boy with the right in the gut. The player, a junior defensive back, according to Max Preps, backed up after the sucker punch and appeared to hunch over in pain as the coach continued to yell at him. Atlanta Public Schools didn't waste any time. They told us the coach, who is not a teacher, was taken into police custody shortly after the act of violence. Video from the live broadcast of the game appears to show the late coach physically assaulting a player. The adult will be charged with simple battery and faces administrative charges from the district as well. The safety and well-being of all of our students remains a high priority for the district, and all employees are held to the highest standard of conduct and professionalism. As for the coach's future, it's hard to imagine him ever stepping foot on a high school sideline ever again. Now, you want to know, what do you think before I tell you what I think?
What do you mean?
About this coach punching this kid?
I know there's roughness going on, even with the coaching side of it. Because even with our Northwestern Wildcats in Evanston, they got rid of their coach for allowing hazing. Mm-hmm. And the hazing goes on with the kids, and he plays like he didn't know, but probably was part of it. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, I know verbally they usually do talk bad, holler, cuss, you blankety blank, why you do that? But I'm thinking the moment your hand touches them in that anger or that upset or however you're feeling, that's wrong. That's an assault.
Right.
But as an athlete, some of them are looking at this like, yeah, my coach kicked me one time.
Now.
So I don't know.
We are in a different time.
Right.
Back when I was in school, your teachers could hit you. Mm-hmm. They'll throw an eraser at you. Mm-hmm. I remember in class, this boy was getting smart, and I ain't going to say his name. I was going to say his name. Okay. My 5th grade teacher, he came over to the boy, picked him up by his shirt, and put him in the garbage.
Oh, my goodness.
Remember the days they had the long garbage cans?
Yeah.
And we was like, wow. He said, when I'm talking, you don't talk. And he had if anybody watching that went to school with me, they know the teacher.
Okay.
His finger was cut off.
The teacher?
Yeah, he had a half finger.
A nub.
And he would poke you in the head with that nub. Real hard.
Oh, no.
What did I tell you?
That's a different day. That's a different... The kid would be embarrassed alone just with the nub touching them.
I remember teachers grabbing kids by their collar.
Yeah.
And pulling them up to them and yelling at them.
I remember ducking, and an eraser flew by my head to hit one of the guys in the back that was acting crazy.
I remember punches in the chest.
Yeah.
I remember getting kicked in the butt from guys. They never did nothing to us, the girls. Right. The boys got it the worst.
Sure did.
Kicked in the butt, pushed, made to do push-ups,
pinched.
Pinched.
When we were younger,
that's girls. We got pinched.
Them kids, they would pinch you. That pinch that thigh. They'll pinch that arm. Ooh, you straighten up. And we didn't have timeouts. We didn't have a timeout.
That was a different era.
Yeah.
You can't, this coach is stuck in the 1970s, for God's sake.
I think he is, yeah.
Did he think he's Bobby Knight, throwing chairs across the floor and yelling at people and hitting them in the back of the head and stuff like that? Yep. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
These kids ain't the same. We used to eat dirt, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
We were kids. We rode our bikes. And fell and ran off of hills and flipped over 16 times.
That was one of the reasons why they were glad that the Northwestern situation was shined. A light was shined on that because those kids were being hazed.
It's different.
Can't do that
back in the day when
we can't even do a sorority and fraternity.
Back in the day when you pledged, you was hazed.
Yeah, you sure was.
Guys had to, wear a book on their head or walk down the street with girl panties on or something.
You were hazed.
Yeah. But it's a different time now. Yeah. These kids aren't the same. Yeah. They don't push each other outside and jump on old mattresses and do flips and throw each other in trash cans. And so when a teacher did it, it wasn't like the biggest thing in the world to get hit by a teacher because everybody outside was hitting each other.
Thank you. And we're in the era now where they allow kids to dial 911 when your mom or your dad is, or your guardian is hitting you, or they feel it's abuse.
No, back then you got put in the locker.
Back in the day, if you picked the phone up to dial 911.
The last thing will be when the police come, it'll be your arm with the phone and the body missing.
Officer, like, where is she? Oh, officer, you don't need to know. Yeah.
Back in the day, officers would watch your parents beat you up.
Mm-hmm. Hand them the little whatever they needed to do it. Or, ma'am, I'm gonna leave while you talk to your son, and I'll be outside.
It's not the same time.
It's not the same.
So now, for him to punch him in his stomach, is this a single mom who's raising him? Because if his dad was there,
but why
he would have been on the field.
But you can ask every guy now or every female now that's coaching kids, what would constitute a punch? No matter how bad a player he was, if he didn't listen to you, a play he missed, or something he did
why
really
would you
stupid,
punch him in the stomach?
Why would you hit him that hard in the stomach?
And it had to be hard for the boy to bend down.
Yeah, because he kind of went down like... Ooh.
And it had to be something normal because nobody flinched.
Yeah.
Nobody looked and went, that means he does that all the time. That means he does that in practice when nobody's watching, just the kids on the field. And he probably is a nice coach. They like him. So they just thinking, oh, that's just coach. No, we don't coach like that anymore. That's assault.
They got to take him out now.
So now you got to be sat down. You like Mitch McConnell. You got to be taken out the pasture.
Or the coach that was at Northwestern. They let him go. To even allow, people are being more protective of kids now. The laws are protecting children now. Even when the parents don't act right, the law is trying to protect kids. That's why they press so hard for the abortion laws and stuff. We want to protect the unborn kid. We want to protect the kid that's alive.
What about the one that's alive?
We want to protect them all. That's why they allow them to dial 911 if your mom lays a hand on you.
Look.
Or a coach lays a hand on you.
If that was his dad, it'd be a different story. Even though I don't even like if his dad would have done that.
People still call the police on the dad.
I don't even like if his dad would do that.
Child abuse. I saw a gentleman hitting his son in the face.
That doesn't constitute to me punching somebody in the stomach.
Right.
Now, if my child was out there acting stupid, causing a fight, maybe hurting somebody or bullying somebody, and his dad came up and punched him in the head and the stomach, I'll be like, okay. Because if I don't punch you, somebody else will.
But they always say if you don't chastise
the police will.
They would be chastised in the street.
But that didn't constitute punching him in the stomach.
Somebody had him on tape, so he don't even realize that recordings go on all the time.
Thank you. All right, Catilia said mama laugh, and that was at something else when we was talking about probably Mitch or something. Emerald says, I would be sitting, probably O.J. Simpson. Wendy said she'll sit with O.J. Simpson.
Yes, Lord.
My mama said, my mom said, I'm surprised. Yeah. Emerald says, I would be sitting with Cosby. I just wouldn't take anything that he prepared.
You know what?
He another one you got to watch. No drinks around him.
No. His wife would be sitting real close. Real
Is
tight.
she even around still?
Yeah, she's still living.
Camille.
Or his daughter or somebody will watch him.
It says, didn't his daughter pass away?
His son, I thought.
His daughter, too, I think.
Oh, recently?
I think so, yeah. Katia says, wow, that coach is not capable of self-control and should not be coaching at all. Once you get physical, it's a problem. All day, every day.
Thank you.
Emerald says, I was thinking the same thing, Kim. One principal had a paddle on the wall in his office. Oh, yeah, you go to the principal's office. That was it. Katia says, I have brothers who played football, and the coach never got physical, just got verbal.
Right. They're we understand that.
Yes.
They've probably been called every name under the book.
Yes. Emerald says these children today have so many teachers and bus drivers quitting and looking for jobs elsewhere. Yeah. Emerald says these children socially cancel you and show up to school with assault weapons. That's true.
No, they may come back and...
He better be hope that boy wouldn't have came back with something.
Thank you. They've done that to teachers who haven't even touched the kid.
Catilia says, my algebra teacher was an ex-drill sergeant in the Army, and he would whack a stick on the desk, but never touched a student. You have to have discipline and self-control if you a teacher or a coach.
I went to a Catholic school, so you can definitely understand the nuns. They didn't play. No. I remember getting hit in my hand with the rulers.
Okay, so let's go past. We're not gonna really. We up to the time.
Okay.
Y'all already know about the hurricane. Well, I guess I should talk about it. Hurricane Adelia weakens to a tropical storm, but still threatens Georgia and the Carolinas. Where's the picture? Oh, threatens us more flooding. Is that what you were saying? After it pummeled parts of Florida.
So they made it bigger than what it really what it was?
So I had made a comment before offline when they keep saying about these hurricanes being big and telling people that you got to get out of here. And then when people leave and then nothing really happens to their home or whatever, the more you do that, the more people not going to leave. But you made a comment about if they don't do that and something major happens, then everybody will be suing us. They'll be suing the city.
Like Maui didn't get any type of alarm that a fire, had broken
out. Then I had made a comment, even if it didn't do the stuff that they said, if somebody tells me to evacuate, I'm gone. Just go to a hotel or something.
And I'm thinking,
or a friend's house that lives in another area.
And I know we do get upset, like, dang, it didn't happen. And I did all that boarding up my windows and stuff.
But I guess we should be happy it did.
But understand, you guys, if they don't do that, they'll probably, oh my God, lose their jobs and everything. And then a lot of you guys will be hurt. But because you were informed, and they gave you heads up, and if you still get in trouble and get hurt, that's on you.
So that's why. More flooding. I think that's the problem that it had. It was more flooding. Okay. And a lot of people are without power. And we talked about the prepping thing, y'all.
Right,
so
just in case.
This would have been a perfect example of how your prepping would have worked for you. As far as power being
electricity.
Out. Yeah. So that was it. It was just basically they reduced it to a tropical storm. I think my mom stayed up late night. Didn't you, Mom? Waiting on this thing to hit.
To see how it was going to turn out.
Because that's the way they made it sound. It was like it was going to come in. They said this is the worst storm in years.
I guess it's better to be over prepared than under.
Can I ask something? I don't mean to change the subject, but I was listening to the news, and they said that the Hawaii, for those people lose their homes, they have to pay the rest of the mortgage on their home.
Oh, wow. My mother said she was
that burned down.
My mother was saying she was looking in Maui, the people whose houses burned down. They still have to pay the mortgage. That's true. The bank don't have nothing to do with you losing your house.
That's not right.
I don't understand that.
They should have insurance. The insurance should pay the bank. If they have insurance, the insurance company should pay that. But I guess people wouldn't think about having fire insurance, I guess.
Yeah, fire.
I don't know.
Is it certain thing? If it's a Mother Nature fire,
I don't know.
That's different than some catching on in your house fire.
That's true.
Because you said our friends.
So what is it, y'all? If it's Mother Nature, you're not covered?
Our friend's relative,
you're not covered?
And our sorority sister.
Yeah.
It happened within the house.
So they covered, right?
They covered it.
But if Mother Nature
house got rebuilt.
But if Mother Nature does it, you're not covered?
No.
Wow,
Farmers insurance does.
That's true. Oh, you right, that man on that commercial.
Farmers insurance covers you for any old weird thing.
So this is a good one. Good thing, Ma, to tell people. Double check on what your home insurance covers. Mm-hmm. Does it cover if it's a natural disaster? Or does it cover if you have a fire in your house? Mm-hmm. Also, does it cover the total house? Because those people's house was burnt down. Also, is that really a natural disaster? Because they were saying that the electric company what they did almost helped keep the fire going. Mm-hmm. So is that really a natural disaster? Or is that something a man did that caused it?
Right. They're looking into that too.
So double check on that. We need to double check on that.
Some people probably thinking, oh, if I don't pay my mortgage, you going to come get it?
And what we found out the hard way.
Get my pieces of wood.
We found out the hard way when we moved in here was that leak. We had a leak under the sink and it damaged the floor. So we got new flooring in our kitchen. And somebody said, your insurance company will cover that. And our insurance company said, yeah, we do. $1,000 deductible.
Your deductibles can be as much as
that's more than it was to get the whole kitchen done.
Mm-hmm. We got it done under that.
So look at your deductible too.
But that's a good question, Mom. That's the fact that not a question, but your concern about they still have to pay mortgage on a home that's burnt down.
That's burnt down.
I don't like that.
Deb Ray says coaches, high school, most still do that until a student or parent sees it as a problem, goes overlooked. Man, I agree. Because those kids didn't even look like it was something
Like
different.
he does this
all the time. And parents probably don't say nothing either. But because it was on film,
now
it caught national attention.
Yep.
I agree.
I tell you, that little camera that you holding can make news, like the Floyd situation.
Yeah.
That one girl's camera caught the knee, the police knee on Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right, y'all. So again, thank God that it turned into a tropical storm.
We'll be praying for the families.
The next one, the one guy, they interviewed him, he didn't leave. He stayed, even though they evacuated.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't leave with Ian. I'm not leaving with Adelia, and I probably won't leave with the next one.
Okay. Well.
So
hold on, my brother.
All right. Oh.
You doing the
I wanted
video?
you to see the. All right, y'all. Y'all know we do Instagram or TikTok.
Can I blow that up or no?
Yeah, you can. You want to blow it up? Okay. I thought this was funny.
If you're able to live to see them today, you didn't have to do it, but you did. God, and I thank you for it. In the name of Jesus, God. Thank you for all of them being here today, God. Thank you. Oh, God, thank you. Praise your name for it right now. Quit smoking so much, baby. That smoke will take you out of here. Take you down somewhere. In the name of Jesus, God. Oh, God, save in this family, God. Save my grandchildren, God. Cover them.
Quit smoking. She said quit smoking. It's going to take you out.
First of all.
Is that why he fell out?
He was high, probably. First of all, it's a couple of things in this thing. Okay? My dear. I say my dear, because she probably my dear.
My dear.
Most people sitting and ready to eat. But my dear gotta pray. We not eating.
Until we bless the food.
We're not gonna eat Thanksgiving until we thank God for the food that we're about to receive.
Yes.
She got on her house gown, like what I got on. So she comfortable. She probably didn't cook all last night. She cut up, like my mom said, they cut up all
they prep.
They cut their celery and all that the night before. My mom said all week they preparing for this thing.
Okay.
Now they got the fake. You see the fake champagne.
The candles.
Don't bring no liquor up in here. My dear probably said none of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I'm gonna thank God for everything.
The family.
The family
that prepared the food. The food to be a blessing.
And my grandson probably high out of his mind.
He fell down.
And she didn't skip a beat.
She kept on moving.
She said, Lord bless the man in this family. And pray for my grandchildren. And told him, stop smoking.
Stop smoking. It's going to take you out.
It's going to take you out.
He fell out.
Did you see the other people pick him up?
My God, yeah.
You saw what they did?
Play it again.
Play it again. Now start noticing the people around them this time.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me be able to live to see them today. You didn't have to do it, but you did. God, and I thank you for it. In the name of Jesus, God. Thank you for all of them being here today, God. Thank you. Oh, God, thank you. Praise your name for it right now. Quit smoking so much, baby. That smoke will take you out of here. Take you down somewhere. In the name of Jesus, God. Oh, God, save in this family, God. Save my grandchildren, God. Cover them.
She said, save my grandchildren.
She said, quit smoking.
It's going to take you out of here.
Oh, my goodness.
That's my dear.
That's my dear. That's all right.
She got her hair done and everything.
That's all right. Okay.
All right. And then the next one I wanted you to see was this one.
Okay.
You going to blow him up. Okay.
I'm now baptized you in the name of the Father, and of his Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Let's try that again. That head didn't go all the way down. One more time. Okay. You don't want to do it. He said that one.
I do it to my...
I'm now baptized you in the name of the Father, and of his Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Let's try that again. That head didn't go all the way down. One more time. Okay. You don't want to do it. He said that one.
I do it to my...
And a child shall lead them.
Tell me he not right.
Dude, I'm in here already. A little sprinkle. At the Catholic Church, they sprinkle water. I ain't got to submerge down in there that deep.
He said, y'all doing too much.
Y'all doing too much. We're going to do it again because he didn't go all the way down.
That head didn't go all the way down.
That boy was like, no, you ain't.
He said, y'all doing too much.
No, you not.
And then I saw another one with a little boy. I was going to show him. Mm-hmm. They was baptizing him. He was so excited. He was... And they was laughing like his age. Oh. And he said he'd been waiting on this for a long time. Oh. And the people in the church was like, yes. And they said, I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy. As he was saying Holy Spirit, that boy jumped out his arms and went down there himself. Came back up. And the pastor started laughing. He said, whoa.
He went down.
He couldn't wait. As he was talking, the boy was like this.
Oh my goodness.
He said he'd been waiting for this a long time. Oh. And the people in the church, you can hear him say, yeah, he has. Okay. And he was like, so we're going to baptize you, the pastor. So we're going to
baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy.
Ooh. And then he came back up.
Aww. He liked the moment of being submerged.
He wanted to be baptized.
That's sweet.
But this boy right here
said, y'all doing too much.
He said y'all doing too much.
You're doing too much. They was gonna do it. He didn't go all the way down.
In the name of the Father and of His Son Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. Let's try that again. That head didn't go all the way down. One more time. Okay. You don't want to do it. He said that one.
You're doing too much.
I love that.
He gonna be something else when he get older. Watch him.
Cotillion says, depending on what insurance company you are insured by, read your policy before, because most people don't read the DENC pages until something happens.
Yeah.
Cotillion says, I used to work in home insurance industry and underwrite policies. She said quit smoking. Oh, she going to what with the first one. Quit smoking so much, and she just kept on praying. Never interrupt the prayer. Y'all doing too much. He's a smart one. And that video is so cute.
Think about it, my dear. Whenever something was going on, that was included in the prayer.
Right.
And Lord, whatever window just cracked right now, we know we got that in the name of Jesus. The wind that just blew that light bulb out, Lord, you got this.
You included in the prayer. You're included in the prayer. All right. It. So you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is. We always end with the donkey of the day.
Thank you.
There was a woman sentenced after lying about the R word. Raped her to hide affair. The word raped instead of the R word.
Oh, violated
her. Renee Skoglund, 30, will spend 8 years on probation and must repay the cost of an investigation until a false report. A married woman falsely claimed that she was assaulted in order to access free STD testing after she had an affair.
Oh, my goodness.
Renee Skoglund, 30, will spend 2 years on community control and 8 years on probation after striking a plea deal with Tampa prosecutors. During her sentencing hearing last week, prosecutors said that she traveled from South Dakota to Florida to cheat on her husband.
Wow.
The one-night stand
she got
on March 8th reportedly made her fearful that she caught a sexually transmitted disease.
Wow.
Looking to get a free testing, she then made up an elaborate story about being the R word on an interstate while she was pulled over to check on her car. I was blanked, she said 45 minutes ago. A tearful called 911. It's another one of the, what's her name, that says she was missing.
Thank you.
What's her name? Carrie Richardson?
Yeah, Carrie.
They love calling 911 and crying.
That's not good.
Also claiming that her supposed R-man had put a towel on her head, tied her hands and feet with a rope, and forced her into the back seat of her vehicle. Authorities noticed several inconsistencies with her story after reviewing the cell phone. reviewing her cell phone. They also found surveillance video of her buying a rope at Walmart. Now she sounds like Jussie Smollett.
I know.
And that later claimed that was being used on the R word.
Wow.
She later reportedly confessed to making up the whole thing and was charged with making a false police report.
And she probably met this person online for her to fly from one state to another.
She drove.
She drove? That's
South
even
Dakota.
worse. My goodness. To meet with him.
It says, in addition to probation, she must pay $17,000 to the sheriff's department.
Investigation.
What's going on with Carrie? Shouldn't she be paying? What happened to that?
I don't know if...
Did they say she got to pay?
If hers... Well, we need to find out. But if hers is at a different level because it didn't include... She said somebody kidnapped her.
Right.
Whereas she's saying somebody violated her.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that's a worse
but
crime.
the police department spent money.
Oh, investigation.
Yeah, so they sued her.
Yeah, because the Chicago cop was suing Jussie Smollett for his lie.
They said there are too many victims that face this type of trauma.
And they cried.
This woman took advantage of the 911 emergency line and diverted attention away from actual victims who need the resources.
Were violated for real.
Another dummy.
Yeah, she's a donkey.
A whole elaborate story because she didn't want to pay for an STD test.
And
when Charlamagne was saying, in every state, you can get it free.
Get free, yeah. You can find...
But then she would probably have to tell her husband, why are you going to get an STD test?
Yeah. She would have to tell him, period. Now that she's arrested, it's worse.
So she told her husband somebody violated her.
Wow. Yeah.
Why is she not doing any jail time?
She would have to lie about it because she got the STD. So her husband's like, how'd you get it, honey?
But why is
someone violated?
Why is she not doing jail time? She should do some jail time, a few months or something.
I don't know.
She learned her lesson. I don't know what
the law is on each. Is each state different with that?
She needs to be locked up. The same way I feel about what's her name with the fake somebody took her.
Yeah.
She needs to be locked up. It don't have to be for 20 years and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Enough to where she will never do it again. And anybody who thinks about doing it won't do it. Because you're going to have to spend some time in jail if you call 911 and it's fake.
Right. Exactly.
To me, that's a slap on the wrist.
Because we're already concerned about our investigators, our police officers, our law enforcement in general.
Yes.
Are underpaid in some places, don't have enough staffing. So when we're making up these stories, it pulls them away from, like you're saying,
real victims.
Cases.
And you know how many women who actually have that happen to them, the trauma that they have to live with for the rest of their lives, and you make it up like it's just some story, like it's nothing.
To cover up your messiness with your husband.
You need to go to jail, and she should go for a few months. She don't have to go for 20 years and all of that, but she definitely needs to go for a few months. She definitely needs to pay back all the money that was spent, and she definitely needs to do probation. But I feel like she should have had some time.
Yeah. To sit and think about it.
Why is there not time mandated when you file false police reports?
I don't know. If that's something that we have to change on the books, I don't know.
Where's the Congress people at to write that law?
That's something we can write.
If you do a false police report, even with a man or a woman or whatever, and you lie on somebody and you hurt their life, their livelihood, why are you not spending time behind bars?
Would that become, no, because
proven false.
Is that considered, that's not a criminal act, right?
It should be.
That's a civil.
I don't know what it is.
Wow.
It should be a criminal.
So maybe civil and criminal has different levels of punishments.
It should be a criminal punishment if you falsify a police document, including comb over. Anything that you falsify that goes against the law should be mandatory imprisonment. Now, the time and all of that, the judge can decide that.
So I don't know. That's a good point. That's a criminal act versus a civil act.
Yes.
Civil acts are mainly money, though. They don't usually spend time. It didn't O.J. Simpson, Wendy's friend. She
gonna be like, quit calling him my friend.
Civil suits against him where he had to come up with a lot of money for those families.
Because he was found now guilty in the criminal.
Exactly. So he didn't go to jail for civil.
But that's murder though.
No. The civil part of it.
Yeah.
So you think because of her,
she should have a criminal act against her and she should do mandatory time.
Changed then to
it should be changed. Because just like it's mandatory jail time if there's a bullet found in your gun. They charge you 10 years for each bullet. Mm-hmm. There should be a mandatory charge where you have to spend time in jail if you falsify a police document. If you lie, it should be mandatory.
Well, what about
if it's proven?
And the sad thing about it is when cops do it too.
Same thing, mandatory.
They just let
you saying somebody had a gun on him and he didn't, and it's proven he didn't. You got to go to jail.
Like you see on the news. Yesterday, that guy they let out for 34 years, he was in jail.
Wow.
And he didn't do the crime. And he kept saying, his brother and his family came. He said, my brother kept saying he didn't do the crime.
Yeah.
34 years in jail.
Wow.
The cops did things and made.
So why are they not in jail?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That old goat that died with the Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Why was she not in jail?
She didn't go to jail for lying.
You lied. Yeah. You falsified a police allegation.
Yeah. So what got her?
You should have went to jail with your old self.
So that's a good point.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. Cotillia says these false types of allegations are wasting the police department's time.
Yeah.
Emerald says Planned Parenthood would have. Plus the cost for gas would have covered the cost for the STD check. Thank you. She could have went to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Cotillia says she needs a mental health checkup because you have to be out of your mind to go to that extent of lying on someone. It's sick.
Thank you.
She looked crazy. Look at the picture.
Yeah.
Look like a nut job.
But how many times have we heard?
She wasn't that crazy when she went and cheated on her husband.
The sad thing about it, and our laws hopefully have changed since 60-some years ago. Mm-hmm. How many times people have cried the R word?
Thank you.
And it didn't happen.
Thank you.
And that person got charged.
Or even now, saying, what if it's your son? Mm-hmm. That some girl said, oh, he did this to me.
Yeah, because she don't want to be in trouble with her family.
His whole life is changed now. He has that stigma, even though it wasn't proven. And then she come back and say, oh, I was lying.
But you know what?
I was lying.
But you know what? Aside from that, another thing that I have a concern with, and I know it's against the law in a majority of our states, how many times we know of a teenage girl dating a boy that's over 18?
Thank you.
How many times can all these, and if a family member finds out, they can charge him. And he can have a record for being a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
His record is messed up.
It's messed up.
So I don't know.
So why can't her record be messed up?
Yeah. So, okay.
All right. All right, so that was it. I can't stand when people do that. Just like when that girl did that fake, the baby was walking down the street.
She was pulling out. We were all looking like, what happened? Ooh, what happened?
I saw a baby and I pulled over.
I made it up.
The baby was walking down the street in a diaper and no shirt.
But you can see now.
And then this one calling and said somebody violated her and crying.
But you do kind of understand why the Chicago cops was mad at Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, but still.
They were, I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree.
He said, do you know how many man hours he spent looking in his case? And even our district, what's her name, Kim Fox,
right,
kind of blew it off. And everybody was like, no. Even though he's famous,
I know.
He lied.
I know.
So anybody lying, I'm mad at.
I know. So Emerald says, have a good night, ladies and mama. And Cotillia says, another awesome show, ladies. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. Link is in the description.
Amazon.
On Amazon. Lenore's still working on volume 2.
I'm trying.
We actually own our own company, so we busy doing other stuff. I know some nut jobs in the comment section think that this is all we do.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah. Oh, you guys, you better do different if you want to get more views. You know what? You can kiss my butt. I don't care about you. Get off of our channel. I don't need you.
They're just giving their opinion.
We don't care. Opinions Republicans are like a-holes. Everybody got one. I don't care if it's 10 people in here, the same ones that come in. We know who they are. We say their names. They're family to us. And if that's how we're going to roll for the next 10 years on this stupid channel, that's what we'll do.
They was saying,
before we bow down to anybody for ratings.
They was saying there's other ways to build your number, build your audience.
I'll build you. How about that?
So, all
right.
It is a business.
All right. But no, we have our own business.
No, I mean, they don't know that.
Well, I'm telling them. We have our own business.
Okay.
And we also have other channels that you probably don't even know it's ours, you big dumb nut, because it don't have a name on it. It's not tied to us. You don't even know if they black or not. We have white people from places that do their voiceovers. You think you listen to a white man giving a story on what's going on. It's us. It's our channel.
It's Kim doing voiceover. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Now, how about that? Just like Elaine on the Seinfeld, when that lady was rude to her at that store, and she said, "I'm never coming here again. Actually, I'm going to go down the street and give all my business to your competition down the street." Then they come to find out that lady owned that store too. And Elaine was like, "Oh, I own that store too."
I love when Elaine finally got the recipe to the Nazi soup.
Thank you,
guy, because she can come in there and go,
right.
Okay.
Why you bring the Nazi soup guy up? What does that have to do with anything we talk about?
Because you said Elaine, and I thought about Elaine when she thought she was on top of it, but the Nazi soup, the guy, she was, because she kept found that recipe.
Well, I'm a Seinfeld person.
Yeah.
Kramer was friends with the soup Nazi.
Oh, soup Nazi, that's it.
You said Nazi soup guy. Soup Nazi. And he gave Kramer an armoire.
Oh,
and in the armoire was all his recipes. And Kramer gave the armoire to Elaine. And Elaine found all the recipes. She had been banned from the soup Nazi store.
Yeah, he banned her.
So she walked in saying, being obnoxious.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, well, no soup for you forever." And she said, "I don't need your soup. I got all your recipes." Minestrone. She said 2 cups of chopped onion, 1 cup of clover.
She started reading it.
He said, "That's my recipe for minestrone." She said, "I know. No soup for you." I love it. All right. That's it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Always believe. Y'all said, Cotillia laughing, the soup, was that at Hell's Kitchen, their soup? Yeah, the soup Nazi.
The soup Nazi on Seinfeld.
You could go to New York and do a Seinfeld tour, and they'll take you to that place where the soup Nazi is. And Wendy says, "Don't like scientific love, Carib enthusiasm." And Kim said, Cotillia said, "Kim too funny." Okay. All right, y'all. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.